I'm Kristi Noem.
Today, I want to shed light on the controversial circumstances surrounding the removal of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. While official reports may cite various reasons, a closer look reveals that misconducts and questionable decisions played a significant role in her departure. One of the most glaring issues was the $220 million taxpayer-funded advertising campaign that featured Noem prominently. This campaign included a highly publicized ad where Noem was seen galloping near Mount Rushmore, an image designed to project strength and patriotism. However, questions soon arose about the purpose and transparency of this spending. Critics argued that such a massive expenditure on ads, which many considered unnecessary and wasteful, was a misuse of public funds, especially when the country faced pressing security and economic issues. During a congressional hearing, Senator John Kennedy directly confronted Noem about the ad campaign. He asked whether she had obtained presidential approval for the expenditure. Noem confirmed that she went through the legal process, and that the president was aware of the spending. But the controversy didn't end there. President Trump himself publicly responded, claiming he spent less money to get elected, and was unaware of the scale of the ad campaign. This discrepancy cast doubt on the decision-making process and raised suspicions about transparency and accountability at the highest levels of Homeland Security.
How do you square that concern for waste, which I share, with the fact that you have spent $220 million running television advertisements that feature you prominently?
Sir, the president tasked me with getting the message out to the country and to other countries where we were seeing the invasion come from, with putting commercials out that told them that if they were in this country illegally, that they needed to leave, or we would detain them and remove them, and they'd not get the chance to come back to America the right way. That has been extremely effective.
Ask you to run these advertisements, is that right?
We had that conversation, yes, before I was put in this position and sworn in and confirmed, and since then as well.
Okay. Did you bid out those service contracts?
Yes, they did. They went out to a competitive bid, and career officials at the department chose who would do those advertising commercials.
And the people that you ended up picking were people who had formerly done your political work back in South Dakota, is that right?
No, that's not correct, sir.
I think it is.
No, it's not, sir. The individuals who, I believe the careers who they chose were two different media firms. There's been conversation about their subcontractors, but we have no legal authority to look into subcontractors on work like that.
Okay. And you're saying that you're testifying that President Trump approved this ahead of time? Is that my understanding?
We had conversations about making sure that we were telling people.
No, ma'am. I'm asking you, sorry to interrupt, but the president approved ahead of time you spending $220 million running TV ads across the country in which you are featured prominently.
Yes, sir. We went through the legal processes, did it correctly.
Did the president know you were going to do this?
Yes.
He did?
Yes.
Okay.
And one thing, Senator, I think would be helpful to know is how effective that communications has been. That
well, they were
overwhelmingly
effective in your name recognition. I mean, I personally just, I mean, to me, it puts the president in a terribly awkward spot. And and I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. It's just hard for me to believe, knowing the president, as I do, that you said, Mr. President, here's some ads I've cut, and I'm going to spend $220 million running them, that he would have agreed to that. I don't think Russ Vogt at OMB would have agreed to that. It's something we have to defend. I'm on the Appropriations Committee. My research shows that you did not bid them out, that you in fact, one of the people you picked, the strategy group, Safe America Media was a company formed 11 days before you picked them, and that the strategy group got most of the money, and the head of that is married to your former spokesperson. Look, we all have friends who are qualified. I'm not quibbling with that. It troubles me. A fifth to a quarter of $1 billion of taxpayer money when we're scratching for every penny and we're fighting over rescission packages. I just can't agree with, Madam Secretary. Are you still running those ads?
No, Senator, I did not have anything to do with picking those contractors. I know politicals at the Department of Homeland Security did.
I understand. Are you
Mayor
still running
officials
those
followed
ads?
the competitive bid process for
Are you
that.
still running
Everything
those
was,
ads?
I think the ads are due to end here in March, I think within a week
So
or two.
they
I'm
are
not sure of the
still running?
update. The one that is running is focusing on angel families. Have you seen that? It is the one that's talking about this is our why. This is why we work every day.
Furthermore, Noem came under fire for her handling of sensitive incidents, notably her comments regarding the deaths of 2 Americans, Alex Prey and Renee Good, killed by federal agents in Minneapolis. She claimed they were domestic terrorists, a statement that sparked outrage among law enforcement and civil rights advocates. Critics argued that such characterization was inflammatory and irresponsible, undermining the integrity of federal agencies and complicating efforts to address domestic unrest. Amidst these controversies, President Trump moved to replace Noem. He nominated Oklahoma Senator Mark Wayne Mullen to take over her position. Mullen is a former mixed martial artist and a member of the Cherokee Nation, emphasizing a background of toughness and national pride. Mullen publicly expressed his respect for Noem, calling her a friend and praising her efforts under difficult circumstances. Yet, the decision to replace her signaled a shift in focus toward a different leadership style. Interestingly, while Noem was dismissed from her role as Secretary of Homeland Security, she was appointed as a special envoy for a new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere. This involved a coalition of Latin American countries, indicating that the administration still valued her experience, but perhaps wanted her influence on a different stage. In summary, the story of Kristi Noem's departure from DHS is complex. It involves questionable spending on high-profile ad campaigns, misconduct allegations, and controversial statements that tarnished her reputation. These issues, combined with internal disagreements and public scrutiny, ultimately led to her being replaced. It serves as a reminder of how leadership decisions, conduct, and accountability are vital in government roles, especially those as critical as Homeland Security.